we've been on the patches for about 10 months now. And the reason why we came across them was because my daughter was really sick. She was exposed to black mold, and she had this cluster headaches, and they would come 2-3 times a day and were affecting her vision. And then on top of that, she came down with strong abdominal pains, and we raised her to emergency, thinking, it's appendix. And they just gave her painkillers and sent us home saying, this is not appendix, it will go away. And 3 days later, we were back at the emergency because the pain shifted to the right. And we thought, this surely is appendix because it's just not going away. And they did another ultrasound. They couldn't see the tip of her appendix, but the base wasn't inflamed. And all her blood tests and urine tests were fine. And all they found were inflamed lymph nodes around the appendix. And they just said, well, go home, it's viral, it's going to go away. Just keep taking Panadol and Nurofen. And she was also very nauseous. And within the first week, she lost about 5 kilos. And 3 weeks later, she was still in pain. It wasn't getting any better. We tried homeopathics, Chinese herbs, you name it. Nothing was shifting it. And then my dear friend, she said, well, try these patches. And she mentioned how Colin's pain went away within a month. And I'm like, well, I'll try anything, especially when, they are non-transdermal. And within 3 days, and her base pain was gone. I was so relieved. And especially because we were, my husband passed away when my kids were 6, 4, and 3 months. And I was told that there was a higher risk of cancer in the family, especially in the kids. So once Guy had the cluster headaches, my Chinese herbalist also told me to check her for pituitary gland tumor, which sent me back to post-traumatic stress after losing my husband to cancer. And so once these patches took her pain away within 3 days, I'm like, this is it. I'm never going to get you off these patches. And then the next, so Guy has spent 3 weeks in bed on painkillers, unable to walk or do much. And then within 3 days, she was up on her feet. And the next week, she went to a school camp. And she was the kid that had the most energy. She was kayaking every morning. They did abseiling and whatnot. And she was just having an awesome time. Sorry, it's getting dark here in W. I'm looking for some source of light here. And it was just incredible. Guy has been on the patches for the last 10 months, not always, consistently, but most of the time. So it took about 2 months for all her cluster headaches to disappear. And her eyesight has improved to the point when she doesn't have to wear glasses anymore. Her food sensitivities have decreased. Her eczema have improved. Her energy have improved. She also used to have very strong periods, and she used to be exhausted for a couple of days and had to take a couple of days of school. She's 16 now. So that has been absolutely incredible healing delivered by the patches. And I'll always be so forever grateful, because, when you don't know what is it that's making your child sick, and, you're looking down the barrel of, possible cancer, it's just finding the patches. It's just a miracle, and, and the healing. And I also had my 14-year-old son on the patches for last 9 months. and he used to have asthma to the point when he couldn't do sport. Sorry, I'll try to go to some sunlight. And
that's right, honey.
9 months on the patches, and I can say he is asthma free. He's done his 3rd soccer match without having to use any Ventolin, without gasping for air or breath or having sore lungs. And yeah, he's going strong. He also used to be an average hockey player, and over the course of the last 10 months, he is one of the strongest hockey players in his team. He also has got lots more energy. His acne has improved, and just his immune system is so much stronger. Like whenever he gets sick, it's just, you know, a bit of a cold. And we actually just came across this patching protocol. He had a cold, so I put AON patch on his forehead and 2 AON patches on either side of his nose. And the next day, the cold was gone, the congestion was gone, and he was so happy. I'm like, oh my goodness, I really need to start, you know, even patching you even more with not just the X39, but with AON as well. And yeah, we also been patching with energy patches for his hockey match or soccer match, and his coach is like, wow, you know, look at him go. He's doing so well. Also, my 9-year-old, he used to have sore joints. He used to twist his ankles, pop his shoulder, and to the point when, you know, he just stopped climbing on monkey bars, and he was just always, you know, always in pain. And yeah, he's the one that had probably the least number of patches. But whenever I remember, I put the patch on him, and he's just doing so well. His mood has improved. He's less emotional, much stronger. Yeah, we also used patches on our dogs. So whenever our border collie would come in limping because he would strain his leg or, you know, scratch himself, we would put the patch on him, and the next day he's fine. We patched our 9-year-old Chihuahua. She started to have sorry, this light. Glaucoma. She had glaucoma on her eyes, and we only started to use we only used patches on her. We put it in her collar, and we noticed that the glaucoma is gone. She doesn't have any bold patches on her either. She used to have bold patches under her legs, and kind of sore spots. So that's gone.
That's just amazing. Thank you so much. And it's just so beautiful, and I can understand why your life is lit up to see the change in your family and your kids, and, you know, especially the depth of some of the issues that they struggled with. And I also wanted to acknowledge the way that you've been sharing with your family overseas. And this is what we do, guys. We just share with friends and family, and we are all, you know, a couple of degrees of separation from everyone around the world. And I'm looking forward to. I'm actually off to Europe next month, and when I found out that Tanya was visiting her folks and her, you know, that there were, yeah, everyone's interested in the patches, I'm also going to go to visit your family, which is really lovely in Slovenia.
So exciting, yeah. Slovakia.
Sorry, yeah, not Slovenia, not Yugoslavia. Slovakia.
Okay.
Being that I'm Czech. So that was really really beautiful. Moc ti děkuju.
Ja ďakujem.
Okay. So this is the journey. This is all. This is about the big picture. Really is that we were able to wake up those amazing stem cells, that they know what to do, that they go to the body's weakest link, and they start to work in terms of stem cells regenerate and make new. So that's what they do with all the different tissue and organ throughout our body. So if you haven't patched, what I would say is make an absolute beeline for the person that invited you to watch this tonight. Pick up the phone afterwards, and they will, get them to help you to start your journey, so they can help you to be patched. And if you're watching the replay, then the same thing. Reach out to the person that opened their heart and shared it with you, that was brave enough to share it with you, and your world could change as well in the way that we've been experiencing.